Hi guys, we're Anj and Pri. Welcome to our channel. For those of you who don't follow us on Instagram, please check us out at Anj and Pri. So today, lots of you have been requesting for us to do makeup style videos. So
which surprises us.
Yeah, because we're really not mirrors or anything like that. Especially me, I'm really set in my ways of like how I like doing my makeup, so I'm not very experimental. But because you've been asking, we thought we'd do one on highlighters. Because Ange and I both love going out and having like popping highlight where you can literally see, and when the flash goes, it's literally the only thing that you can see.
Like highlight queen.
I really am. So we thought we'd show you like a few of our favourite ones and like how we apply them, and hopefully you guys find it useful. And if you have any recommendations of ones that you've tried that we haven't mentioned, please let us know.
Put them in the comments below.
Yeah, please do, or let us know on Instagram so we can try them too. Okay, so let's start.
So the first one I'm going to show is quite a good one for like beginners, which is the Huda 3D highlighter palette. So I'm just going to show you that one.
It's such a cool case.
It's a really cool case. Can you see like it's got like a hologram thing on it? It's really cool. So the reason why this is a really good one to start off with is because I was really proud of my mum because she got me this for a part of my Christmas present, and I was well excited.
Sweet.
I know, I was really proud of her. So okay, it's a little bit thingy because of the highlight inside it, but yeah, what it's got is it's actually got 4 in there. So you can see they're all quite shimmery. It's hard to see on here, but like, try and put it in focus. There you go. So they're all quite shimmery, and then it tells you kind of instructions. So the number 1 is prep, and it says apply Barbados as a base to smooth skin and amplify light reflecting pearls. So that is, that is that one. And then on top of that, it says dab Maldives from cheek to temple. Can you click on that? Mm-hmm. From cheek to temple to set and bring out the pop. So that's the like really super. Oh, that's the really super shiny one, which is that one there. Then it's got Aruba, and it's also got Bora Bora.
The names are so great as well.
I know. And 3 is sculpt, so apply Aruba under cheekbones to add dimension and shape. Look out for that. And 4 is sweet Bora Bora on the apples of your cheek for a healthy glow. So if you want, it's easy to buy palettes and then only use like 1 or 2 of them. But actually this palette kind of encompasses everything, and it's a really good one to start. And I've actually used kind of most of them. The Bora Bora as a blush is really nice. And Aruba's they're all really shimmery, and most contour kits I find the actual contour isn't shimmery, whereas this one is, so it's really nice. So what I do, I will show you on Priya. So Priya's already got like some contour and a bit of highlight. Can I just use a brush? So I'm just going to use a bit of Bora Bora firstly, just to like, I don't know if you can see.
Very close.
So I'm just going to put a bit of that there, and then I'm going to go over with... So people like have mixed opinions on these fan brushes. I personally really like them because I just think they're easy to apply. So I feel like it's harder doing it on someone else.
Do you think? I think I'm just used to doing it on all of you guys, so I find it quite easy. I can see it already starting to shimmer.
Oh, it's hard to tell in this light.
No, it looks good.
So that one's really nice, and again, if you just like bring it round, it looks really nice. I also find that when you put a bit of this like down the centre of your nose, it's really nice. So you can see where it's hitting the light. It's really nice. Hard to tell.
It's quite nice for our skin colour as well, because it's like quite a bronzy highlight.
Yeah, it's really, but all of them are, even like the blush type one is not too, it's not too light, which is really nice because that's quite hard to find.
Yeah.
I'll show you again. Oh, there we go. Difficult to tell. The light's a bit rubbish. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Off you go, Pri.
That's a good one. This is so my one is basically my favourite. Yeah,
well.
my favourite ever highlighter in the whole world that I introduced everyone, all of my friends to, and now they all literally have it. So it's the.
Do your home friends use it too?
Yeah. So it's the Benefit What's Up one. I don't know if you guys can see it. To put it into focus, it looks like this.
When you want to focus it, just like.
Yeah, like that. And basically it comes in 2 ends, so it's got basically this bit, which is the actual highlight bit, and then the other bit, which is like the sponge. So I'll show you on Ange. Now the way, I don't know if this is actually a legit technique, but I discovered it and it works really well, and even on Ange's head, like all of the girls asked me to do it for them.
She was literally so gassed up, I can't tell you.
Okay, so if you come a bit closer, Ange. So basically, we call it the hitting technique. Again, I don't actually know if this is legit, but you can.
This is so non.
It is. It's a little bit violent, but I promise you, like your highlight will literally pop. So what you do is you feel for where the cheekbone is, so the actual bony bit, and then you essentially just like kind of almost dab, but like with a lot of pressure.
It's hit, it hurt.
Dab with a lot of pressure. So ready?
Yeah. Ow.
You can actually like hear the like.
How? Honestly.
You maybe do this for you every day in Vegas, okay? You're used to it.
I know, but this is more violent than your usual technique.
So I'm going to show them the results. Can you move your hair? So what a lot of people do, which I don't do, is they like kind of almost like roll it on.
I used to do, that's how I tend to use it, but then clearly I'm using it wrong.
Yeah, but I feel like when you roll it on, it looks almost too like streaky, and I don't feel like it looks as good. And then with the sponge, I just kind of go over to make it look a little bit less obvious. And then this is the one that usually, like I said in pictures, like literally like pops. And I'll usually put this and then I'll put powder on after to just like add to it. And this is the one that I take on a night out as well, like to top up. Again, it's probably a little bit harder to see because it's daylight. Try showing it to the camera now. So you can already see that, like, I know it's really bright in here anyway because it's so sunny, but you can already see like that shimmer that's coming. And I usually go all the way up to like almost the temple area, just to give it that extra bit of pop.
Honestly.
But it's up to you guys when you want to do it, but that's how I do it. And it's just follow the bone all the way around and use the dabbing
So you can
technique.
kind of already see like,
yeah, you can see how it's popping if you compare it to the other one. So this is literally my favourite. It's very reasonably priced, and also it lasts you like forever. Like I think it lasts like a year or two, and I use it quite regularly, like for nights out and stuff. So I think for anyone who wants like a really like good dramatic highlighter for like a night out, I don't generally tend to use it for daytime. Then I would definitely recommend this one.
It also looks like it would be quite light on our skin tone, but actually I think that's what makes it pop in photos. Because I've had a few people be like, oh, use that, like isn't it too light? But actually it's not.
Yeah.
So third one we're going to talk about is a liquid highlighter. Now this is similar to like the iconic London one, which I've not tried. I don't think any of us have tried, either of us has tried, but I see it, like you see it all over Instagram. This is the Topshop Glow one. I'm going to show you that. Yeah, Topshop Glows. It comes in a little pot. It comes in 2 different colours. I don't know what the other one's called, but this one's called Phoenix. That's the one I use. So I came across this by chance because you guys must have realised that both of us love Topshop. I was in there once with my little cousin from Dubai, and she was like, oh, she was looking at makeup and she was like, let's try this. And it just literally is so great. I actually go through phases, so I haven't recently been using it, but it's really, really good. So you don't need a lot of this at all. It's also really cheap. It's only like £10 for all of this, which is really good. And if I show you, like, I'll try to show you my hand. This is a good one for layering, so like it's a good one to put underneath a powder. If I put just like a little bit on my hand, like, can you see how shiny that is?
Yeah,
and that's
really
nice. Like that was literally, I put 1 drop there, so it's like really shiny. So if I show you on Priya, let's show you on the other side then. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but we can. That's fine. No, it's fine. You can show them after. So what I normally tend to do is just use literally, you only need like the smallest amount of this stuff. Do you want to just show them in there so they can just see how much I put? Like I haven't rubbed it at all, but like come this way. Normally I'll just use my finger personally, just because I find that it like just spreads a little bit. I hate doing it on people. I look like it spreads just a little bit better. You can use it like on its own as well. Like for the daytime, it's quite nice to use on its own, but ideally I'd use a beauty blender. The only thing with this stuff is it's a little bit hard to blend out. Like I don't have a beauty blender around, but I would ideally use a beauty blender, but use the really small end of it, because obviously if you use a thick end, it's just gonna like go everywhere and it's not gonna be like targeted where you want it. So normally I would just use my finger. I haven't blended this perfectly, but it's fine. And then normally I would layer that over. I don't know if you can you see it in there?
Yeah, you can see it.
You can't quite see the glow in it, just a bit annoying. But then if you then add a powder on top of it, it lasts so long. So I just find almost like using it as a base works really, really well. You actually can't see this in this light, but it's literally really nice. you want to blend that with your finger and then you can show them? See, do you see what I mean about the texture?
Yeah, it's really nice, really smooth actually.
And then normally I would then take the Huda one and I would just go over the top with it to like blend it a bit more. That gives you it's quite a natural one though.
That's probably quite nice for daytime.
It is, yeah. I use it for daytime, yeah.
With like a little bit of moisturiser.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I mix it with foundation sometimes. So I put a little bit in my foundation and just like mix it either like on a pad or even just like on your finger or on the brush, and then mix it in. It makes your foundation really dewy. So I sometimes use the Huda foundation, which is really heavy coverage, but it's really quite matte. And if you want to add a bit of dewiness to it, put like maybe one proper drop of that, and it'll just give it a really nice finish, which is really, really nice. So yeah.
That's a good one. And then my last one is, where's my ABH?
I don't know.
Where's it gone?
I literally don't know.
Oh, that's so over there.
Have we got it?
Yeah. Okay, so my last one is this one, which is Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Let me just pop in focus, you can see. Again, this is like really long lasting. I've had this for like maybe 2 years now, and it's still like got loads left. So
look how good that one that you did is.
Thanks. Is that the Benefit one?
Yeah.
Yeah, my fave. So yeah, so this comes again in 4 colours. It doesn't come with a step-by-step thing that the Huda one does. But to be honest, I only really use 2 of the colours in this, because 2 of them are probably more pinky and they're probably better for a blush, and I prefer using liquid blush anyway, so I don't tend to use them. But the ones that I tend to use are Mimosa and Crushed Pearl, which are the ones
you use
on
liquid
this
blush?
Yeah, did you not know this?
What liquid blush do you use?
I just got the NARS one, it's really nice.
Oh, the cream type one you mean?
But it's liquid. So I have got a cream one as well, it's Bobby Brown. And just getting distracted. Okay, so basically there's Mimosa and there's Crushed Pearl, which are the ones I tend to use because these ones are a little bit more like peachy pinky and I'd rather get that from a blush. So I will show you them on. Now I never really tend to use, like, because I use a Benefit one all the time, I wouldn't ever really tend to use just powder highlighter unless it was like more of a daytime look that I wanted. So I would use this once I've done like a base kind of highlighter and then my Benefit one, and then I would use this on top. So it probably won't come out as obvious as this one, but like Anj was saying, a lot of highlighters we tend to layer, so and you get the best of like all of them. So just turn for me.
That's another thing that a lot of people don't do, is they don't layer them and then they wonder why it doesn't like
come out
probably.
Yeah.
And it's almost like setting it, like you have to kind of set it with something else.
Can you kind of see? So you can see that already, like
yeah,
it's a really natural kind of, it's really hard doing this in the camera, it's a really natural kind of like daytimey one, and because it's powder it doesn't look too obvious like with the Benefit one or the liquid one, so it's quite a nice way to do it. It actually kind of looks weirdly kind of even though they're not the same thing. So this is also a really, really nice kit to have, and like I said, it lasts you forever, and for those of you who do like using like powder blushes, it's also good because you've got the kind of pinky peachy tones as well. So yeah, I love this one. So we also want to show you a couple of other products. We're not going to show you them on us because obviously we've already got some stuff on. Some other favourite ones you can talk about. Becca.
So Becca Champagne Pop, the best one ever. We didn't actually, I can probably show you this like on my nose because sometimes it's brand new.
Yeah, because I got it in Vegas.
Do you care if I use it?
No, as in I've used it once or twice.
Okay, fine. That thingy I'm checking with the nail off. So yeah, Becca Champagne Pop. There are loads of colours in this, and it looks like this is again lighter ones tend to just be better on our skin tone, to be honest. So I would tend to just literally put like a little bit of Becca down my nose. Can you already see that? Like it's literally like, I haven't contoured the side of my nose, but it literally just like looks so great. And then again, if you like, okay, Priya's done that, so, oh, they're both quite good. But again, if you just had to like, can you see how much it sets? This is a good one to put over that Topshop liquid. That's sometimes what I do as well. Can you see how it just suddenly like,
yeah, that one's really
comes
good.
out? It's really, really pigmented and it's really nice. Like it's not been blended now, but it's so nice. I think the only thing is be careful when you're ordering it from America, because sometimes you have to pay that
like
tax stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but like you have to pay that. But yeah, this is Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder in Champagne Pop. I will try and show you that. She says won't go in focus. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Okay, so then speaking of Becca, sorry for the state of this one, it broke on the way back, but I also have her liquid highlighter as well. We actually have like a whole shop's worth of highlighters.
I've got a load more at home, so do you.
I know. So yeah, so basically this one's Becca liquid in gold pop. I don't know if they have a champagne pop in this actually, but I just picked this one because a lady said that it was good for my skin colour. I'll show you. This is like again quite good, similar to the Topshop one. I think maybe a little bit more pigmented than the Topshop one, so again more for a night out. I again would probably use this like underneath. I'll just show you on my hand because it might be hard to see on my skin.
You can put it on here.
It'll be hard to see because it's on top of the powder, but again you can probably see that just there.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. I can try putting a little bit on
just
my
trust
skin.
us.
Yeah. So then again, I would just dab it up, like up to the temples, and then just like very gently just dab it in. And then I would personally put like powder on top to set it, because sometimes with liquid it can like crack a little bit and it can go a bit drying. So you want to put something on top so that it's not the final layer. That's why I personally
It's literally like foundation.
Yeah,
like
and actually I've seen quite a few bloggers who they mix this one with foundation as well for a dewy look. So you could also put the tiniest drop in of your normal foundation. I haven't tried that actually. I might try that next time I go out.
It's really good. I do it quite a lot.
Yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily do it if you have a dewy foundation anyway, but it's nice otherwise if your foundation is not, because a lot of the heavy coverage foundations aren't dewy, so it's quite nice. It's an easy way of making them look dewy.
Dewy, yeah. And then the last one that I want to speak about is MAC one. This is probably like my OG first ever highlight that I got like maybe in uni. I love it. It's one in Soft and Gentle. You may have heard of this one. It's just a really like natural type one. Can I have where's my pink brush? So it's here. So it is just like a really like natural. This is the one that I use like if I'm going to work and then I have something like after, or if I like feel like I look a bit gross and want to like look a bit like nicer, I will put this one on just with like after my normal tinted moisturizer. I'll just put this one on as like a daytime one. Again, you won't be able to tell because I've got stuff on, but just use it again similarly, like sweeping up, and then you can like very gently also use it on your nose, which gives more of a subtle.
You just don't need to contour your nose.
Which is more of a
Bria's
subtle.
got like the best nose ever.
Thanks. Which is more of a subtle like nose contour than the Becca one, because that one's like more of a nighttime pop. This is more like a daytime one. So I stand by this for like day to day, and like if you want like a really like natural kind of glowy look but not like where you look like you're trying too hard. So this is also a really good one. So yeah, these are like our main favourite highlighters.
Our go-tos.
Yeah, if you guys actually have any other recommendations, that please tell us, because we'll also like to try them and also like to share a recommendation.
Very delirious.
Because we know that you guys really like our recommendations, so let us know. And if you guys use any of these things but in like different ways, also let us know, because I'm sure most of our techniques we make up, like the hitting one, I'm not actually sure if that's right, so let us know.
Thanks guys, and subscribe to our channel please.
Oh, please do.